All right, so it's been a while since I've talked about any classical music, either composers or, pieces of music. But today we're going to get around to the French composer Camille Saint-Saëns, or something like that. I really am not good at pronouncing French names, but I just looked at a YouTube video and they said it's pronounced something like that. And his composition is very well known. The Carnival of the Animals. Well, obviously, it's not his only composition, but it's what I'm going to be talking about today. It was composed by Camille Saint-Saëns in, in about 1886, at a time when he was experiencing severe writer's block. I'm reading my notes here. And, well, just kidding. I don't know if he was having writer's block or whatever. I'm just trying to make this more exciting. I doubt that was the case, but I do know that the Carnival of the Animals, or however you want to say it in French, was not intended as a serious piece of music, and Saint-Saëns even stipulated that all but the swan portion be released only after his death. So, yeah, that was kind of indicative of how he felt about that overall piece. It was apparently sort of a guilty pleasure or something he was somewhat embarrassed by or whatever. But it's actually a beloved piece of music nowadays. And it's intended as a piece for two pianos, two violins, viola, cello, double bass, flute, and piccolo, clarinet, glass harmonica, and xylophone. The composition takes the form of a suite of interlaced movements. There are 14 movements to be exact, each describing the colorful habits and behavior of different animals. The Carnival of the Animals has also been adapted into ballet form, choreographed by someone named Christopher Wheeldon, and that actually featured John Lithgow, who most Americans will probably recognize from that show Third Rock from the Sun. He was also on Dexter. Of course, he's appeared in at least one Shrek movie. He's been around. You've seen him in pop culture, probably. He's also been in serious movies, and obviously, he was also a part of this particular production. There's also a humorous version recorded by Weird Al Yankovic in collaboration with Wendy Carlos, which features her synthy renditions of Saint-Saëns and his humorous narrations, Weird Al's humorous narrations. For example, he rhymes hideous with encyclopedious. I've not listened to it all, and it's not the easiest album to find, but it can be found online, legally or otherwise. Wink, wink. And actually, if you're in a financial jam, you can make money off of this if you happen to have a copy of it on CD. And the cheapest one for sale is on Amazon for $254. So if you were to sell your copy for just a little bit less, then hey, that's a bit of cash in your pocket, and you actually cashed in on Camille Saint-Saëns. There, I pronounced it wrong. It's I really don't speak French. Camille Saint-Saëns. There we go. That's a little bit more accurate to the YouTube video. So there's another rare incarnation of the composition by Lalo Schifrin, which features the music and celebrity narrations of Charlton Heston, James Earl Jones, Betty White, William Shatner, Joan Rivers, Ted Danson, Lily Tomlin, Audrey Hepburn, Dudley Moore, and Walter Matthau, among others. There's also a version featuring surf guitarist Dick Dale, which was used on the original Space Mountain ride at Disneyland for a number of years. So, even somehow you have a legendary surf guitarist who was sort of involved in the legacy of the song in some ways. Maybe you were on that ride on Space Mountain and you actually heard the track, his version of it. I don't know, but it's a song that's definitely been around. You've probably heard it in movies and TV shows and all that kind of stuff. And interestingly, as a last note, Saint-Saëns was a lifelong atheist. So, you know, he's burning in hell. No, he's probably not. I don't believe in that stuff. And the carnival of the animals certainly lives on, and it's definitely a part of music history that is worth revisiting every so often. So that's sort of my song recommendation of the day. And hopefully I didn't annoy you too much with my lousy French. So, yeah, have a good one.